Her voice trembled as she reached out to me, her hand quivering like a delicate branch caught in a storm. "The credit card was declined," she said, the words carrying an edge of panic. I paused, collecting my thoughts before responding. "Did I miss a payment?" she asked, her voice faltering. I took a steady breath. "No," I replied firmly. "Didn't I tell you to be careful?" A thick silence hung between us, almost suffocating. It wasn't just a payment issue. It was the slow unraveling of everything we had built. Let me take you back to when things started to crack. It all began with a dinner I wasn't invited to. I came home late, exhausted, pulling at my tie as I asked, "When is your sister's engagement party?" She glanced up from her phone almost casually. "Oh, it was yesterday, just family." "Just family?" I froze, the words hitting harder than they should have. I wasn't invited? Her sister, who had always reached out to me for everything, hadn't even mentioned it? I forced a smile, but something sharp twisted inside me. It was a small thing, but a thing nonetheless. A fracture I pretended didn't exist. We weren't perfect, but I thought we were solid. 7 years of marriage, 3 of which I had dedicated to building her business. We invested everything into her dream. Our savings, my time, my support. I designed her logo, handled the finances, and smiled through client meetings. She had once cried tears of joy when I gifted her a laptop for her business, calling me her anchor. But things change. Lies fester, hidden in the quiet moments. One day, I saw it, a photo and Instagram story from a friend. Everyone was there, except me. She was laughing, holding a drink, her hand resting on another man's arm. It was brief, but it was enough. The betrayal was sharp, but I didn't react. Instead, I quietly began collecting the pieces of the truth she thought I didn't see. Passwords, bank statements, late-night whereabouts, all of it. This wasn't just an affair, it was the rewriting of our story. She told people I was distant or overbearing, depending on who she was talking to. She even hinted to her sister that I might have been unfaithful first, a preemptive strike against my character. But I was careful, always 2 steps ahead. I locked our joint accounts, moved my assets to a private trust, changed my life insurance, and consulted a lawyer. I still played my part. The weary husband. I kissed her goodnight, brewed her coffee, wished her well as she left for drinks with friends. But every smile she gave me, every lie she told, just fed the fire inside. Then came her birthday. I bought her the watch she had always wanted, the one she'd spoken of for months, its delicate diamonds sparkling under the light. But hidden in the box, underneath the satin lining, was a receipt, dated 3 months earlier. The watch had been bought by the same man whose arm she had rested on in that photo. She froze, unable to speak. Her eyes met mine, full of realization, but no words came. That was when everything began to fall apart. 2 weeks later, her business account was frozen. The notice said it was a routine audit, but the timing was too perfect. Then came the declined payment at her favorite spa. Then the bounced rent check. "What's wrong with the account?" she asked, confused. I shrugged. "Probably fraud. You should call the bank." Her suspicion began to take root, but she was already losing control. A week later, she called in a panic. The card was declined again. "Did you forget to pay?" she asked. That's when I said it. Didn't I warn you to be careful? I hadn't warned her with words. I had warned her with my actions, by trusting her, by sacrificing for her. She thought I would endure her lies forever. She thought I was weak, that I would cling to the empty promises. But I wasn't. That night, I walked out, leaving behind the home I had once helped build. The next morning, my attorney filed for divorce. No infidelity was documented, no financial misconduct, no fraud. But the truth was there in every move I made. Now her business is in jeopardy, her family knows the truth, and her clients are questioning everything. Even her sister, who once celebrated her milestones with toasts and cheers, met me in the courthouse and whispered, "I'm sorry. We didn't know." I nodded. She didn't need to know everything. She wasn't the one I was after. It was my wife. And I don't miss her. I miss the woman I thought she was, the one who was my partner. But that woman faded long before the dinner I was excluded from. Now I rest in peace. My nights are calm. When I close my eyes, I don't think of her face. I think of the moment she realized her world was crumbling. All because I left quietly, without shouting, without warning. I had already warned her in every decision I made to trust her, until she proved I shouldn't.